Guys, it's Nick the Booksmith. Welcome back, welcome back. So I thought I would let you guys know about the marbled paper sale slash books, I guess, because there's going to be some journals that that are going to be going up too. So I thought I would just go over that real quickly. These marbled papers, this stack of marbled papers has been separated into bundles. There are so many that if I tried to put them up one at a time, well, I'd never get that done. Let's be honest, I just never get it done. So most of the bundles will be of the large 12 by 18, 11 by 17, that large size. There'll be bundles of those, but there's going to be some that are going to have some smaller papers in them. Like these are some book pages that were marbled, and this is as well. These were some book pages that were also marbled. And then these are like half sheets. So these are 9 by 12. And most of them have a pair, meaning that I marbled them at the same time. So like this was probably one tray worth of marbling. There will be 2 together to form one larger sheet on that one. And then we're going to have some orphans, like this is the only one of this one. And I think there might be another couple of book pages over on the other table. But other than that, they're going to be the larger pieces. However, there are also in here some large book pages like this one. This is some sheet music that was marbled, but see how big it is? So this sheet of, see, because it was 2 pages, you can see where the staples were in the middle. So this one is, let's see, 18-ish by 18 by 12-ish. So that's why it's similar size to this. So there's going to be some of those. And some of those may go up just by themselves, or maybe just maybe 2. So there's going to be all kinds of colors and designs, and yeah. Some of them will be the over marbled, like this one. Let me see if I can catch it in the light. Can you see the gold on top of the colored marble? So this has been ghost marbled or over marbled. So those won't be in the same types of bundles as the regular ones. And this one as well. You can see the gold over the top of that French curl. So anyway, I just wanted to explain that a little bit. Each bundle will have, you know, a picture of what's in it. So, and it will have in the description if it's something like this, over marbled, or if it's a book page. Here's another one of the sheet music pages. And was that it? I mean, some of them are going to be more interesting than others just because of their complexity. Like this Spanish wave, those are kind of crazy. This is like, it's my style of like an Icarus wing. And this one they look almost 3D because of the ripple effect done during the marbling process. So these will be different, separate from maybe some of the more simpler like this one is a more simple swirl that's done. So I just wanted to kind of point that out, and then that way if you see a difference in one bundle as opposed to another bundle, you'll understand maybe my thought process on why it's not, maybe they're priced a little bit differently, 2 papers instead of 4 or 5, whatever the case may be. That's going to be why. But I will try to put in the description enough to where you'll be able to see. This one is also done in that Spanish wave. Do you see the ripple? But do you see how muted? It's almost like this. It's not really antique. It's just that the colors aren't quite so like in your face. And these are some of my most favorite because I like the more muted colors. Here's another one of the Spanish wave. It looks like water ripples. And I've gone through these, I believe, of course I say that. I believe I have taken out the ones that I want, that I'm going to keep. But we'll see. Sometimes I go through and I go, oh, I want that one. And then there's going to be those that I'm going to call seconds or mess ups that didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted them to, or I just wasn't totally stoked about it, or whatever the reason may be. And so there will be some bundles of seconds in there too, along with the others. Here's another of the sheet music. And like this one was done on black paper. And then this one is a party. That's a party right there. So is this one. That is the flame. And this one, I don't know what it is about this one. This one, I dig this one for some reason. I've never seen any other marbled design like this one that I did. I need to name it. Somebody out there help me name it. So, do you see how it is one of the Spanish wave techniques, but it's different than, let's say, this one. Do you see how it's just a different, it's a little more blocky and graphic. I dig that. I dig that a lot. Here is another one of the ghost marbles. Can you see the real slight gold lace over the top? Pretty cool. So, I will try to get that picked up in camera. Sometimes it's a little more difficult to get that ghosted look, because when I'm filming, I can move the paper in order for the glare to hit. But when you're taking a still photograph, it's just a little bit different. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. So those are gonna be going up at the end of this week. I'm gonna do that on Friday. And I will put in the description box below the time on that. So, and also I'll put a link to the world clock. And basically you just open up the world clock website and it should tell you what time you are. You should be able to look up what time you are. And then if you look up mountain time or whatever the Denver clock says, I'm the same time as Denver. So if that helps you. But there are a lot of paper. So there's going to be several bundles. And if you happen to get maybe 2 bundles and they can be shipped together, like let's say they will still fit in the same shipping tube, I will keep an eye out for everybody in case you have more than one shipment, if I can combine them, it will happen, and I will refund you whatever the shipping cost was on your second order. Sometimes I can fit the papers together depending on how big the bundle is, and sometimes I cannot. Just rest assured that I always try my best to combine, even if they are separate transactions. I still try to combine shipping as much as possible to get that reduced for you, and then I just refund it. You don't even have to ask. I'm just going to do it. Just going to do it. If I can't fit them, like let's say you get 3 bundles, I won't be able to fit them into one tube. There's just no way, man. There's just no way. Just FYI, that's going to happen at the end of the week. So let me set these aside. And now we have the 2 books from the Forest Lore class. So let's go through this one real quickly. I'll put the amount of pages on each one. This one is a little thicker. The spine is a little wider. So it's going to have a few more pages with it. So it's a little bit bigger. Let's see if I don't know if you can tell the difference. See how it's just a little wider. It has more pages in it. So this one has the raised spine with the gold gilded ridges on the spine. And of course the cover is done in this beautiful woodland green with the tree in the frame. And then on the inside we've got botanical end papers. And we've got all kinds of printed papers and textile collages. There are a few elements like this little pocket here. But everything is, of course, woodland themed. There's going to be all kinds of little elements that are sewn onto the pages. I sewed on everything, and I printed on everything, and I glued and added little bits of textiles, and you know, no holds were barred. Sewing around the title. And just random sewing all over the place. This is some mulberry paper with some little bits of leaves. This is a little tuck spot. And this one will also come with the Climbing Vines bookmark. And both of these books were built in the same fashion as far as the choices of paper that I made, the types of paper that I made. They're both a very similar style. Of course, the papers are going to be different because they're each a one of, but a similar style was followed for sure. There's some textiles sewn onto that page, and there's the raggedy. There's a dictionary page. It's been printed on. There's a little dragonfly wing tab. And of course some textbook pages. These are some of the digis that I printed out on the clear mailing label paper or sheets, and then you cut around them, and it looks like you printed on the page. It looks pretty cool. There's a little row of birds on that one that I added later on. But there's all kinds of poetry and quotes throughout the book about woodland. And this one has a little tiny hidden, it's like a little booklet, but you open it up and it's got a window, a little acetate window with a butterfly. And then behind that is one of the stickers made from one of the PNG DigiKits. And this page was sewn on to this mulberry paper, so you have a little extra fold here to tuck things in. Or it's a semi-translucent on this side, you can see the image through. And here's one of my wings. This is the death head moth wings, and I turned that into just a little tab that sticks out. And this is a pocket. And then this is a little fold out. And that is that one. So this is the Forest Lore 1. And this is Forest Lore 2. And it also has a tree in the front. And the spine has a label, a book label on it from like a library. And then on the back, there is a label also. It is a repair log of course it's from an old book, but it's a repair log that lists how that book was repaired. So this one, like I said, is built just like this, like the first one, but you know, the pages are going to be a little different. Look at the beautiful end sheets. Aren't they gorgeous? A friend sent those to me. And then in the, oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, I will move along now. So this one also has lots of sewing, lots of random things just scattered throughout. And that is a page that I printed with a fern motif. And I sewed some little tabs on the edges of some of these pages. And like this one has just some twine through some reinforcers. I printed on that dictionary page there. Here is a pocket right here, and then also it's a double pocket. So the envelope is a pocket, and then behind it I left it open as well. And that is all sewn on. And then this was just a little added embellishment that I sewed onto the bottom of that page. So funny, this page right here. Let me see if I can get the other side of it. So this right here is an old illustration of bittersweet. So you see it coming, and then this is the little snippet from the book about climbing bittersweet. And this year, well actually last year I noticed it, but I didn't pay it too much mind. But this year I looked it up. There's a little vine, well it's not little anymore, it's a big vine, growing in the backyard with these little purple flowers, and it's bittersweet, which is climbing nightshade, which is kind of cool, and it's kind of beautiful. I'll have to show that to you guys sometime. My nightshade in the backyard that just randomly popped up. If these pop up next to it, well, that'll be something. That'll be epic. So this is a little page that I sewed on, and then I added this long tab here with this list of numbers along the side. And a nice big pocket there, and a tab sewn on, and these are made out of hand marbled paper. And this is just a piece that is sewn onto this side, and then that side opens. And there's some more sewn onto that one. There's a poem about moss by Wordsworth. Here is another pocket here, and this was from the front of an old book. You can still see they wrote something. It's a 15, and I'm not sure why there was a 15 there, but it's a little book that was just falling apart, and this page was loose, and so I made a little pocket out of it and sewed it onto that page. And this is the raggedy that goes with this book. Quite fabulous. Also done on, as you can see, some of the eco printed paper that I did last summer. So it's been sewn on, and little bits and wonderful little things added to it. We did that in the class. Here's a little Denison tab that's been sewn on, and a field notes label. There's some ledger. Some pretty birds. Here's some of my glassine paper that I sewed onto this page and added a little tab down here. And printed on some more dictionary paper. A little fold out. And this was just a little page that I added some cool paper sewn on there. And there's a fold out. And this one as well. That one also folds out. And it's also a pocket inside, just in case, you know. And that one is that. So these two will also be going up for sale along with the marbled paper at the end of the week. I had something cool to show you, but it's not dry, so I can't really touch it yet. I'll show you in the next video. Hopefully I'll get that done tomorrow after my dentist appointment, because yay, dentist appointments, yay. But I will show you the little project that I did and show you how I did it, and maybe we'll do a little project with it to show you what you can do with it. I don't know. We'll figure that out. It's got to dry first, because I can't do anything until it dries. All right, kids. Thank you for hanging out with me for just a minute today. And I hope everybody is having a good week. I hope you're all well, and I will see you all really, really soon in the next video. Bye, guys.